Hello to all you Capricorns. Welcome to this forecast, this horoscope for the month of March 2013 for Capricorns. An important month for the cardinal signs, and you were one of them. The month of March is very much divided into two pieces, I think. First of all, there's up until the 11th to 12th of March, there is a lot of feminine energy, a lot of reflective energy. And then the second part of the month, it's more masculine energy, more active energy going on. Now, what does this mean for you Capricorns? Well, first of all, let's start with the first part of the month, which is such an overfocus, almost an overdoses in your third house of communication, siblings, little short trips that you're doing, and so on. But on a very a broad level, it's about the thinking processes of yours, and it's about your communication. Now, there is this whole stellium in Pisces, and even on the 11th of March, there is a new moon in Pisces. So the moon and the sun are joined together, and there are, I think, it's 7 planets out of 10. 7 planets in that third house. Now, first of all, what is this all about? On a collective level, so for you it's the communication sector. On a collective level, you could say it means that people really should tap into this energy. Especially during the 2 first weeks of the month. It's like a sign that people should be more Pisces-like. That people should be more tapping into that energy of the compassion, not pity, but compassion. So for you, it has to do with your communication, your words, your reading, forgiveness. It's about unconditionality in relationships. It's about trusting the feelings. It's about thinking in maybe in visions, in pictures, rather than in words. So this is the energy that is going on in your third house. Now, this is for a lot of people confusing. The sign of Pisces, it has, of course, also intentions, but it's not specified. So, and people who are very rational, and I know that most Capricorns have this rational side, not all of them, but most of them have. And so it could be a bit difficult to be able to tap into this kind of energy. So I'm not saying that you have to become that energy, but just tapping into it, because it's as above, so below. It shows that it's the right way to do it. So in all your communication, it is good to be open. Of course, stay grounded, but it's good to be open, and it's good to understand that some things you do not understand, and to allow that. That is in particular that Neptune there in your third house, and in particular that Mercury there going retrograde in that third house. That Mercury is not in a good state. It doesn't like Pisces, and is going retrograde. So it's in a very difficult state. It's almost as if the mind or the communicational way should be of a feeling way rather than a rational thinking way, because the more you are trying to find trying to understand truth by reasoning, the less you will get your answers. So it's a lot about learning for this particular period, about learning how to trust what's inside and your feelings and your intuition. Rather trust that, and not putting away your reasoning, but putting it a bit aside so you can get a broader view when it comes to communication and when it comes to thinking, because that's exactly what Neptune wants you to learn, and Neptune is going to be there for a long time. So Neptune is all about, in the third house, is all about broadening your communication on different perspective levels and different levels. So when Mercury starts to go direct again, as from the 17th, the 18th, you will see more clearness again. So, and you will understand why this fog was going on, or why this rather misty energy was going on. But that is until the 11th to 12th of March, and then there is another focus that is more active, and that is more has a big that is very interesting for you, for a Capricorn, because Pluto-Uranus is involved and triggered again. So Pluto is in your sign in Capricorn. It squares up to Uranus in your fourth house of Aries. That is a square that's there for the whole year, but now it's triggered by faster planets. So Mars, Venus and the Sun are going to enter your fourth house and conjunct Uranus and square up to Pluto in your sign, in your first house. So this Pluto-Uranus team of saying goodbye to the old, acknowledging it, but saying goodbye to the old, and welcoming the new you is again triggered and coming to the surface again. And it's going to be an energy that is way more restless. And for you, it's on a deep level, because it has to do with your fourth house. And the fourth house is all about your roots. It's about your home. It's about your family. It's about your ancestors. So you're really doing a lot of work there. A lot of probably for a lot of Capricorns, inner work. Because if you do that, you're going to change on a very deep level. I think I mentioned that quite some times in the monthly forecast, when this Pluto-Uranus square comes alive again. So this Mars is a very good Mars. It's very active Mars in Aries. It likes to be in Aries. But with conjuncting Uranus, something, especially around the 23rd of the month, is going to happen. It can mean sudden events. It can mean that, expect the unexpected, actually. And it has to do with your roots. So maybe you're going to move. Maybe you're going to change jobs. Maybe now it's going to be the time that, this there is also a full moon involved in this here. And it's on the axis of your home and your work. That full moon is on the 27th of March, and that full moon is in your 10th house. So you can also expect changes in there, especially if you have worked very hard to make that better, that situation, whatever the situation is in your work. It's things can happen there, maybe suddenly, but things can happen and come to a fruition. Now, another thing that is going on is a fixed star that comes to the surface. And fixed stars are used in horary charts, and there are only used a couple of them, like 5 to 6 fixed stars. And I also use them in my general readings when there are conjunctions on important points or planets. And now this full moon at the end of the month is on bang on that fixed star, on 6 to 7 degrees of Libra. And that is a star called the Vindhya Matrix. And that star is all about separation. You can say, ooh, that's terrible. It's not terrible. It fits in very well with what is going on with the Pluto-Uranus square. It actually emphasizes the fact that there are going to be separations and new starts of things that are way better for you and way better suiting you. Because that is very much the cycle that you're in. Especially you Capricorns who have planets around, let's say, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 degrees of Capricorn, an ascendant or a sun or anything right there. So very, very interesting month where a lot can happen and a lot can get into, get its momentum, and a lot of changes going on. So that is for Capricorn. I wish you a very good month, you Capricorns, and see you again next month. Bye-bye.